Well, I don't have my GoPro here today, but we just arrived. And by the way, this is Tuesday, the 21st, and I see the frame for this big window is in. Up there will be some fixed glass panes. That area there will be movable glass panes, like kind of like a sliding door, more or less. The two outside panes there will be glass block, and the one in the middle will be our. It'll be glass. We're going to put on a stained glass vinyl overlay on that to give it a stained glass effect. So yeah, the metal guys came out and did some work. Very good, nice, very good. Something worth noticing is today's March 21st, so today's the equinox. And notice that it's 4 o'clock, 4:15, and there's not that much bright sunlight in the house right now. So it's not going to heat the house up in the afternoon. Usually the west sun heats the house up. That's good. And there's still some sun in the pool, so the pool will have a good amount of the heat of the day sun going into it to keep it warm. So the tiles are put under the threshold there, and the blank spots are to be filled in after we put the wiring in for the LED lights. And it goes all the way around there. Finish it up down there. And they've got some the urethane on some of the cabinets up above. Looking good. They've got some on the lower cabinets, but not quite the ones there yet. And we've got some urethane on this one. So bit by bit, it's coming together. And all the granite that has sinks in it in the house have been removed. I think it's sitting out in the garage. I have to go take a peek, but we'll have somebody come out and do some measuring and put the sink holes in the right places and do a better job of finishing it. And there's the granite for the house that'll have sinks cut into it. And the front door gate's almost installed. And it's, notice how it's kind of recessed back there. That's where we're going to be growing the Trinitaria that'll grow up and then cover the archway. So this will be all with flowers right there. So it's a nice strong gate. Looks good. It's Friday, March 24th. And we're out here to check on a few things. I see they've got the light fixtures up for the portico. And they've got the first coat of paint for the blue shutters on the outside of the house. That's the first we've seen it. Looks nice. They'll put another coat of paint on there and then they'll paint the doors yellow. We also have, we were out here the other day and we found out that the door to the trash bin was too narrow, so we need to cut out the left side and added 3 inches to it so we can put the door with the frame in there and we can get a garbage can through. So that's what's going on out here. We've ordered some more blocks for the walkways and they should be delivered here early next week. There's some real progress. Looks like they're draining the pool so the plumber can do some work on it. I know there's a drain down there somewhere. That round spot's a drain, so he's got to clean all that up and before we can do some more work on the pool. Putting together the chandelier for the entry where that bulb is. Okay, this fixture is about installed. They just have to put in the glass globes that look something like that. And now they're going to lower this light about 1.5 feet. This area would be like an outside living room area, and that's the chandelier. We'll like this area. It's Wednesday, March 28th. I heard there was some plumbing activity happening out here, so I came out to check it all out. Apparently we have water in the house. I can see they're putting they put a final coat of the plaster, the stucco around the regular cistern. And I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I'm hearing water flowing through pipes. Not quite set up yet, but they're putting some water over toward the pool, to the pump. Some work down there. Apparently there's a leak somewhere. They got to find it and fix it. And they put in the pipe that goes from the cistern down to the French drain. This guy is filling it into the dirt. So we'll have a shower head there, and this will be a drain for both the shower there as well as the gutters. And they dug up a lot of this, and they said there's a problem with a pipe somewhere. They're trying to figure it out. And dig it down here, I'm sure they'll find it. Better to figure it out now than later. And I can see a lot of work's been done in the cabinets. A little bit more to do, but they're looking very good. They've all been stained, nice color, urethane. They still got to put the Lazy Susans up there and down below, and of course all the handles, etc. We got the granite guy coming out this week to put in the granite there. But overall, it looks really nice. Nice color, nice finish. Custom hand-built cabinetry. And they've got the first coat of primer on most of the wall. And we did a test of putting the first coat of paint. Looks pretty good. That color. So there's a problem with water flowing into the pool. It wasn't right. So these guys got their endoscope out and looked into the various areas, and that outlet there, back in there, the pipe looks like it's kind of broken. There's also one right below here. And they think that what happened is when they were filling this area in and compacting the dirt, that they didn't really support the pipes really well, and that's why they broke. So they're gonna have to come in here tomorrow and do some excavation and fix the pipes. I'm sorry they have to do it, but I'm glad we found it now as opposed to later. But they'll be out tomorrow to do some more work. It is Wednesday, March 29th, and I forgot the GoPro today. Actually, I forgot the memory card, so I'm using my cell phone. They're doing some work on painting the fence. Very nice. I like the color. I like what they're doing. Francis is here from the States, and we're making some decisions about the entry here. It's going to be these gray blocks, and then we'll have this be bordered around with the gray blocks, and then the red thinner pavers will be here. The middle where the fountain's going to be is going to be raised about 1.5 feet or so to put the fountain on top of it. And I noticed that this is a big deal, that the Ipe wood is being installed. This is that specialized wood. This stuff's really expensive. That's literally as hard as concrete and weighs about the same thing as concrete. You wouldn't believe how heavy this stuff is. Very, very dense, but there's going to be wood there, and there'll be wood, the Ipe wood there on the front step. And look at this. They're actually putting the plaster in the pool. Big difference there. And they, yesterday or this morning I should say, they've got down in there and repaired the cracked pipes there on the other side, and making some progress on that end. Taking shape. And if you look over here closely, hope you can see it. You can see some of the little blue chips. Those are the little chips of quartz that light reflects off of it and kind of makes the water look a color of blue. This looks like a whole different structure now. I wasn't expecting this to be done for another couple of weeks. So I'm told they're going to let it dry overnight, kind of cure overnight, and come back tomorrow and sand it down to a nice flat finish. So it's kind of weird. I wasn't expecting this. And looks nice. Looks like you have a pool here now. Also, they found the 2 leaks. The one here, and you can see the hat sticking out of the hole, the one there. Apparently when they filled this in and were compacting it with a little, I don't know if they call it a frog or something, a machine that pounds up and down. Apparently the compacting kind of made those pipes separate and crack, so they had to replace them. fix them. It'll be fine. Well, I see the Ipe wood. That wood that's extremely hard and dense. It's like wooden concrete, really, but it's a natural wood. I see that's been cut properly, and I don't think it's quite installed quite yet, but at least it's cut properly for this area.